Go. Ready? Go. Brown couch, I love you. Brown couch, really need you. Need you. Brown couch.
Hi, and welcome to the Silver Scene,
where we hob and knob with the stars.
Do we ever, Em? Just like last week when we had the newer, larger Eddie Murphy on and Hugh Grant via satellite from Sunset Boulevard. So what have you been up to, Em? Not as much as you, I bet.
Oh, well, you know, I've been absolutely living at the film festival, sipping lattes, discussing the problematic nature of the viewer as object within a non-referential system. You know, just the usual. How about you? Or is that not rated for this time slot?
Oh, you know me a bit too well, Em. We've got heaps of interesting and intellectual people that know heaps of stuff that we'd never know about.
Yeah, right, Tris. Anyway, tonight we kick the show off with an exclusive scoop interview, exclusive to the Silver Scene, with a friend of my parents.
That's right, Aussie playwright Barry Williamson is threatening to sue Quentin Tarantino. That's right, the Hollywood author Quentin Tarantino.
It's auteur, Tristan. Yeah, anyway, yeah, he's suing Tarantino, dubbed the Godfather of Funk, over similarities to a film he made in the late 70s entitled Reservoir Party.
We spoke to Barry earlier today.
Not too much earlier. Someone didn't show up with the equipment until 2 this afternoon.
Well, I went on a bender, didn't I? I'm lucky I can't even remember who I am.
Bender? I took a trip last night, danced the night away, and still managed to make it in time for that important interview. God, we're lucky he agreed to hang round. He is an artiste, you know.
Oh, right. As if he's going to leave a cafe on Brunswick Street when we're bloody paying for all the macchiato. What do you think? As if he's going to leave.
Yeah, well, anyway, enough of that. Here's the interview. God, you're a knob. Ruin everything. Ciao, Barry. Thanks for coming.
Oh, beauty, Sheila, you know, it's great to be here.
Yeah.
I had a hell of a time getting here, though. I was going along, you know, on the number 11 tram down St George's Road, you know, past the old Fitzroy training ground.
Yeah.
And this bloke comes up to me asking me for a ticket.
Conductor, yeah.
Yeah, he had a green coat on.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, cripes, you know, I didn't know I had to be in a union. I mean, I barracked for Fitzroy and everything.
Yeah.
And he ended up threatening me to give me a $100 fine.
Yeah.
Silly as a 2-bob watch he was.
Oh, that's very interesting, Barry. Fascinating. Now, you claim that a number of similarities exist between Quentin Tarantino's internationally acclaimed masterpiece, Reservoir Dogs, and a piece that you made in the late 80s entitled Reservoir Party?
Oh, yeah, well, you're absolutely right. He ripped me off wholesale, that joker.
Right.
You know, what happened was, me and my mates, you know, all my avant-garde mates, a few footy seasons ago, we sort of organised some art fundings applications.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I was very good friends with the arts minister at that time. And anyway, we made a feature about a play, about a barbecue in Reservoir.
Right, and what actually happened in this film?
Oh, well, it's about a bunch of driving instructors who all get together after the footy and just reminisce about the old days.
Right.
What had happened, well, it made this, and then this fella, this upstart comes from America, some joke who just worked in a video store, rips off my ideas, and then goes over there and makes this big flash-o Hollywood number, and then he gets all the plaudits for it. I get nothing, it's my idea.
It's a serious claim indeed. We'll have a quick look at some of the scenes in question, okay?
Shit! What the hell are you doing, idiot?
I'm lighting the Barbie!
With this? Oh, Barbie's not going to start. Look, get out of my way, idiot. You've got to build a pyramid. Yeah, it's got to get in underneath it. Yeah, comprehend?
Look, mate, I'm fucking sick of you. Alright? For years you've been putting me down. Do I have a sign around my neck saying, help me, I'm a retard?
Well, with wet grass in the Barbie, it does.
Look, pick up a brick and let's fight like men.
Look, I'm sick of your shit. I'm so confident of beating you, I'm going to use half a brick.
Half a brick? Prepare to die! Jesus! Oh, fuck!
That. That's for stuffing up the barbecue.
Mate, no.
Taking my pie at the footy night.
Mate, what about the Reservoir Footy Club? We're mates. You're my paranoid pal.
I don't care.
No!
Yep. Pretty damning stuff, Barry, isn't it? Yeah. Now, the next obvious question is, why make a film about a play about a party and not just a film about a party?
Well, you got to understand what I was trying to convey with doing this.
Yeah,
Now,
tell us, Barry.
Basically, theatre is the only true art form. Cinema and television, they're essentially lifeless. There's no audience involvement,
Right.
and it's flat. It's two-dimensional. I mean, it's soulless.
Soulless, right. So, why use film as your medium?
Well, it was satire. It was a way of highlighting the cultural void of cinema by robbing theatre of its essential spark on the big screen.
Right. So, it wasn't just that there were only film funding grants available at the time then?
Oh, well, that too, but see, you're missing the point. See, cinema doesn't give you that personal contact with actors that the theatre does.
Right. Well, let's just have a quick look at some more clips from this film that could bring down Quentin Tarantino. Here it is,
and
Reservoir
let's hope it
Party.
happens.
Yeah,
Give him enough rope to hang himself, I say.
yeah, exactly. Here it is.
Hey, Spiros, how you going?
Oh, I'm great, Uncle. How are you?
Good.
That's beautiful.
How's your driving lessons coming along?
Yeah, they're not too bad, thanks. That's really good, Uncle.
Your father, he's teaching you well?
Yeah.
Has he taught you how to do a donut yet?
No, he hasn't taught me how to do a donut.
Why not? What is his problem?
Why don't you ask him?
Every boy needs to know how to do a donut.
I'm aware of that, Uncle. I haven't got round to it yet. I'm still changing gears, mate.
Has he shown you where to hang the floppy dice?
No!
You come to my driving school, I'll teach you that.
Uncle.
No?
I'm okay, mate.
I'm being serious. You come over, I'll show you how to get a girl. The ad said, go for the charger. It was sweet, mate. He said to me, you have to crash or go through. And that was very important for me. And Blueberry Big M, that was the one they took off the market in the 70s. It was a good flavour. In the 70s, the knives were different. You have just an average blade there. About knives, they don't make them like they used to in the 70s. You should have seen the one I used to have. It was a good one.
Fuck!
The one I had was... What are you doing, you mata? Cutting off your ear. You're crazy.
Well, Tristan, it certainly looks like a big week for Australian cineasts.
Cine what?
Cineasts, you know, people who like to go to the movies. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, it looks like a big week for Australian cinema with the long-awaited release of Gary Reilly's remake of the classic Australian drama Prisoner.
That's right, Em. We've got Gary Reilly, the artist who was responsible for bringing Kingswood Country, and Hey Dad has turned his hand to serious drama, bringing Prisoner to the big screen.
And with surprising success.
Yes.
My word. Let's look at some clips,
Yes,
shall we?
clips. Very good clips.
Okay.
Yes, see the clips.
Yes.
Clips.
Clips.
Everybody clips.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, B. I know you got to travel light and everything when you're on the run, but you got to take Fluffy with ya.
Oh, what's that, Doreen?
Well, it's like on the inside, B. He's cracking up. He doesn't say nothing, but I can just tell.
Look here, young lady. When I bust out of here, the bear stays put. Got it?
I'm warning you, B.
Oh, steady on, door. You haven't learned much about making weapons in here, have ya?
Oh, B, if you don't take Fluffy, I'll mash you real good.
Oh,
God, you crazy. God. Can you smell something burning, B?
oh, crikey, door. It's Mr. Kelly's favourite shirt. Betty's gonna kill me. God.
Very powerful indeed. If this doesn't scoop the pool at the AFI Awards, I don't know what will. I mean, or I gave it 2.5.
Absolutely. It was, from start to finish, it was a roller coaster of the highs and lows of life in a women's prison. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. It'll make you come back time and time again. I gave it 2.5.
Well, I was fortunate to run into him at the opening night, so I asked him for an interview.
He said no, didn't he?
Well, yeah, that was just because I was hanging outside the blokes, but once all that was cleared up, everything was sweet, mate.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we get him in here?
Yeah.
Mr. Gary Reilly!
Oh, whoopee cushion, you guys at cars. I love these already.
So, Gary baby.
Matt, look, I'll straighten something out here. You can't call me Gary baby.
What?
How would you like it if I called you Trissy baby?
That'd be fine.
That's because you're a poof.
Anyway, Gazza, you've spent more than 20 years in television comedy. What attracted you to film, and particularly to such dark and menacing subject matter?
The money, mostly. I wouldn't be able to buy a big bugger like this without the cash, would I? But no, just a joke between you and me. Actually, there's 2 reasons. Firstly, I have a great respect for the cultural tradition of the prison genre in Australian film.
Yeah.
I mean, like everything down from like Porridge Down Under to that laugh a minute goes to the civil dead.
Oh, I see then. Well, what else then?
Well, also, I have great respect for the actual original TV series of Prisoner.
Oh, totally. Now,
Wonderful program.
some reviewers on other television programs
Yes.
have criticised you for changes made to the original series within your film. How do you respond to these criticisms?
They're a pack of jealous bastards, basically. I mean, like, the few changes I did make, minor as they are, were merely to evoke a greater sense of realism. I mean, people want to know what it's like to be inside a prison in the 80s.
Yeah.
And basically, with my film, that's what they get.
Okay.
Great.
Hello, how may I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to see Marty in private.
That's Mr. Kelly, or the governor to you.
You know, Betty, you got beautiful eyes.
I'll just get Mr. Kelly, hey. Whoops. Hello, come in, breaker, Mr. Kelly. There's a prisoner here to see you.
So, Gary, would you say that this could be seen in the merchandising attached to the film then?
The merchandising is actually a bit of a pet thing of mine. I mean, like, the consumer often wants, you know, like, memorabilia from a film, and it's often quite unaffordable. We've presented like a bright change for these people. We've presented cheap, low cost paraphernalia. For example, you can buy hand-painted parachute tracky dacks, you can buy fridge magnets, and Macca's are running a series of 3 glasses, one with Vinegar Tits, one with Lizzie, and one with Bee. I mean, it's a collector's wet dream.
Well, Gary, your casting choices, they've been described by critics as idiotic. I mean, well, what was your rationale for having actors like Ross Higgins and Lex Marinos for leading roles? I mean, what's the story?
Look, I've had it. Look, for God's sake, look, they're bloody flaming good actors. When the hell are you arty-farty types going to realise? You guys wouldn't know a good flick if it bit you on the arse.
Fair enough.
Calm it down. It's all right. Calm it down.
Now, Gary, how did you go about getting that mad, crazy Julie McGregor to play the role of the prison receptionist, Betty?
Mate, it wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't easy at all. Like, Julie's a tough cookie to work with. I mean, like, I said to her, do you want to do this film? It's a great film. And she says, yeah, I want to do this film, but there's one sort of condition. I said, what's the condition? And she said, I want Robert Hughes, you know, Martin Kelly, to be in the film with me. And I said, well, shit, he's going to have to be the governor. I mean, like, he's not a bird, you know, he's going to have to be the governor.
He's not a bird.
And, mate, Elise Platt, who was originally cast for the role, did she crack the shits? I mean, whoop.
Well, Gary,
Mate.
without revealing too much.
Nah.
Well, because I know you can't.
No, I can't.
Can you tell the home viewer out there, is there anything in store for the little fat kid?
Mm.
Yeah, what happens to the little fat kid?
Let's just say he ends up in a hot and sticky situation.
Let's have a look, shall we? Don't go pinching other people's fags, little fat kid. Ugh. They'll stunt your growth.
Oh, excuse me, what are you up to?
Oh, that little fat kid was just admiring the dryer. So I thought I'd take him for a spin.
Fat kid.
Bloody hell! What the fucking hell are you playing at? You might as well show the fucking ending. You're showing the scene.
Well,
Shit.
we're saving that for the end credits.
Oh, thanks a heap. I should have listened to my manager. You guys are bloody freaks.
Anyway, so Gary, your next collaboration sees you collaborating with Arnold Schwarzenegger and that genius Ivan Reitman.
Well, we thought he was just the right man for the job.
Very amusing.
I know.
Could you elaborate on that?
Well, yeah. Well, basically, it's a remake of the old Australian classic Dad and Dave, right? It's been called Dad and Nudge, and Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the dad, Danny DeVito plays the mum, and Nudge plays Nudge.
Of course.
How did you get such big names on board, Gary?
Well, basically, it was all down to Christopher Trustwell, who plays Nudge. If it wasn't for him, none of the other big names would have flocked to our cause. I mean, like, if it wasn't for him, this film wouldn't have happened. I can't thank the guy enough.
Yeah.
Gary!
Yeah, mate.
Gary!
Fuck.
This film has a surprise ending of Dad and Nudge getting married, gay marriage at the end. So how do you reckon this is going to go in Tasmania?
Look, you bloody fuckers! Look, that's the second ending you've ruined. Hey? It's the second ending you've ruined. Christ on a rope. You guys are just... Look, I am out of here. You guys have no respect. I mean, who made Kingswood Country? Me or you? It was me. Who's fucking this chook? Me, not you. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
God, what a wanker.
Someone's in a stir.
Oh, jeez, Mrs. J. I'm real sorry we killed off your husband in the last couple of episodes, but Mr. Kelly said that if we didn't make a Meg montage, then the ratings would suffer.
Oh, I know, Doreen. It's okay, because I may never need to use my Medicare card again. The good doctor is on call.
Oh, yeah, the good doctor, he's going to fix Fluffy's paw because it's a bit sore in that, you know, so yeah.
Don't be ridiculous, Doreen. You only waste the good doctor's time. And besides, this is the only time I'll have to reveal my true identity.
Oh, come on, Mrs. J. Everyone knows you're a 70s nightmare housewife who hasn't had a good root in ages. And that dressing gown, it's got to go.
How do you know I was wearing a tacky dressing gown?
Oh, jeez, Mrs. J. These are repeats. Mind you, none of Wadding hasn't changed much in the 90s.
Oh well, that's why I've decided to stop pretending. I'm coming out, Doreen. I've decided that I've had enough of this facade.
But what are you talking about? You can leave any time. You're a screw.
No, you scatterbrain. I'm really a bloke.
Our next film tonight marks the promising debut of the hairiest young director in some years, Klaus Nilex.
Yes, well, Klausy Baby's latest film, been described to me by his friends in the know as the cheapest, nastiest piece of crap they've ever seen, Ed.
I disagree there, Tristan. This splendiferous, spectacular screen epic had me spellbound.
Yes, well, that's not really much to go by. I've seen you spellbound by Echo Point, Ed. So...
It's a very underrated show.
Yeah, right, whatever. Well, not a bad effort here from Klausy for his first time, but I think it will suffer from its release date.
Yes, with competition from the likes of Braveheart, First Night, and of course Waterworld, this film looks like it's set to follow in the steps of last year's dud, Lightning Jack. Didn't you invest in that one, Tristan?
Oh, let's just bloody go to the clips, alright?
Where have you been, young lady? You have a wedding to prepare for.
I was just out robbing pensioners.
Yes. Well, fun and games will have to wait, won't they? You have to get ready.
Sheena? Yes, dear? Why does Father hate Genghis Khan so much?
Your father once had a pretty young plaything, a singer named Olivia. Genghis Khan stole her away from him at the Sunbury Festival in '98. Ashley was enraged and chopped her up with his credit cards. Neither man has loved another woman since.
Poor Genghis.
Poor Genghis! What's this? Where have you been, really?
I just...
You didn't go down to the lefty protest to check out Genghis's rippling goon-bladder stomach, did you?
How did you know?
Lucky guess. Look, Sonia, those warriors are scum! They have no ambition, no drive. You're best to put them out of your mind. Besides, it looks good will make you a good husband.
Little Dick's a turd. I wouldn't root him with your growler. Besides, everyone says you used to be a warrior. They can't be that bad.
Look! This scene's about you, Not me. Maybe I was a warrior once, but I'm not now. Promise me you'll put them out of your mind. Father, it'll kill him.
Really?
Well, either that or he'll chop you up with his credit cards. He can be a bit deranged sometimes.
Very interesting. I gave it 3.5.
Well, thanks for those incisive comments, Tristan. I gave it 4 out of 5. This rollicking roller coaster ride reworks the genre like never before. We were fortunate enough to catch up with Klaus when Warriors of the Nilex had its premiere at the Melbourne Film Festival recently.
Okay, Klaus, darling, now welcome to the show.
Now, are you sure that people are watching this show?
Oh, of course they do. I mean, just the other week, a complete stranger came up and asked me for his autograph.
Wasn't that for a petition?
He reckons it was, but I knew better.
Excuse me, but can we talk about me?
Okay, Klaus, it's been wonderful having you, until next time.
Thanks for your time, Klaus. A genius.
Come in! Gary Couch?
I'm the chock-a-block man!
Oh my god!
I'm going to eat you!
No! I will not bite you!
Hey! Pick on someone your own size!
I am.
I am Sonia! You will die!
Now we have controversial filmmaker Geoffrey Wright coming in to tell us about his latest cinematic journey into the dark, gritty world of Butoh in the western suburbs.
You looking at my woman, mate?
You wanna fucking fight, mate, eh?
Fucking she's mine.
Now, Geoffrey, wouldn't it be easy for cynics to dismiss your new film, Paleface, as merely another romper stomper, but instead of skinheads, there are Japanese performance artists? I mean, the characters don't really seem to fit into their surroundings.
I think you're just showing your ignorance of Western suburbs culture, girly. Now, Butoh just happens to be a large unifying force of the soul for many of the people who live there.
I see.
Now, I saw what you did to that Gary Reilly fella, and you're not going to catch this chicken out so easily.
Now, Geoffrey, your film has been criticised by people in the less intellectual circles that it is lacking in the martial arts department.
Now listen, mate, you're making me mad. I don't have to take this shit and not get paid for it at the same time.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, well, you better be.
Well, maybe we should show some more sneak previews.
And if you show the ending, I'll kill you and send your mum the dry cleaning bill, okay?
Ooh, that's some tough street talk here from Geoffrey, I tell you what. What are you on about? Give us that idiot. You're a bloody idiot, mate. Okay, Geoffrey, maybe you could tell us what the fuck you were thinking when those scenes were going on.
Well, what I was thinking, mate, is that when I'm finished, I'm probably going to have to go on dodgy talk shows and talk to dickheads like you who've never made a film in your life. The only film you've probably ever made is on your dax after you've had a shit.
Well, I went to the BCA.
Shut the fuck up. My films are about harsh urban reality, not about dance parties. Dance parties. Dance parties.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Geoffrey Wright. Maybe we should go to some more clips.
Yeah.
I am a great director. I am fantastic. Everyone knows my name.
One, go, ready, go.